Wow, all right. Give it up for Mike, guys. Indeed. His parents haven't told him that he's also mentally disabled. Yeah. It's fun. He's a fun guy. You guys are a fun crowd, man. I've been watching. You guys are fun. You guys are into it. I like this. It's fun. I love doing these things. Don't tell comedies are cool. Comedy is my drug, guys. You know? When I say that, I mean that my family's a little concerned at how much I'm doing it. It takes me to a lot of sketchy places, right? Twilight Zone Museum is gonna be. But I'm local, so I know we do live in the Twilight Zone. Also, I'll suck a dick for a spot on a show, so thank you, and you're welcome, Mike. You know what I mean? It's my drug. It's my drug. I love doing these things. I do them a lot. And it's fun. Last show I did, I ran into somebody I haven't seen since middle school. That was wild. First thing they said to me was, "Oh my God, you look exactly the same." And I just couldn't believe I looked like a depressed middle-aged man in 8th grade. You know? Just like going home looking through yearbooks, like, really? Did I look like that? You guys coming out in this brutal winter, right? This has been a rough winter, guys. We're not winter friends, but this is like cold, brutal cold, man. I hate stepping outside and doing a full-body Kegel. You know what I mean? I don't like that feeling. I feel like a virgin all over, but my muscles are tight and they hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a little guy. Look, I'm a tiny guy. Like, it could be like below 75, I'm shivering, right? I was always skinny. As a kid, I was real skinny. Anytime I took off my shirt as a kid, it was weird. A Sarah McLachlan song would randomly play. Where's that coming from? Every week, my parents were like, "You got mail, just 15 cents in an envelope." I was like, "What? Why am I getting all these?" Well, I'm not a kid, man. I'm 43 years old. I don't know. This is rough. I feel like, you know, some of you guys are older, and people, when they're older, are always like, "Wait till you get older." Don't tell me that. It gets worse. It's great. It's great. I'm 43 because I have new pains all the time. This is what happens in your 40s. It's to the point when I get a new pain, I don't even worry what it is. I just hope it's the thing that'll kill me. Does anybody do that? Yeah? I got a cramp in my leg last week. I'm just like, fuck it, just kill me. Just take me now. I'm ready. I don't care what it is. And it doesn't, right? You just have a cramp in your leg for a week, and you're like, I hope this isn't forever. And then it just goes away one day. I don't know what that is. I had a fun experience the other day. A couple weeks ago, went to the bathroom and I had dick sprinkler. Yeah. All right. I was gonna say I know some of you guys know what this is, but won't admit it. But that was the most admitting little. Oh yeah. That poor woman cleans a lot of toilet seats. This guy's. All right. So you know, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I go to the bathroom. 4 streams, different directions. Right? What's happening there? It's even going. Freaking out. I was freaking out. A lot of weird things happened in my 40s. This was freaking me out, man. So I got on the Google, right? I get on the Google, I'm like, maybe something's medically wrong. It's never good to do a Google search when you have a medical concern. It always shows you the worst things. Also, searching dick sprinkler, some interesting results, guys. Yeah. A lot of golden shower stuff if you're into it. Not bad. It's not bad. But it was saying it could be anything from like a pube making a dam across the Pee River to like cancer. That's a wide range of scary. You know what I'm saying? That's a pretty wide range. My dad actually had prostate cancer, completely beat it. He's doing well, right? That's awesome. But I figured he's the man to ask, right? So I shoot him a text. I'm like, "Dad, I got a little dick question about our family for you." He texts me back, "It's generational." I'm like, no, not a little dick question. A little question about our dicks. Stick with me, Dad. Jesus, stick with me. When you got diagnosed with prostate cancer, or shortly beforehand when you started to notice symptoms, did you get dick sprinkler? Were you peeing at a bunch of different streams all over? Text me back. Actually, yeah, that was something that happened. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Then he texted me the eggplant emoji with a squirt emoji after. But that was weird. I think he obviously thought it meant urine problems, but it seemed like a weird thing to text me, right? My automatic response was just to text back the peach emoji and the tongue out emoji. We haven't talked since, but I figured I should check it out. I should see a specialist, right? I should see the doctor. Check it out, right? I gotta do this. So I make an appointment. I go to the doctor. I end up seeing the same doctor that my dad went to, guys. So I felt a little weird about it, right? So I go for the exam. It's a prostate exam, I go for it. And I bend over for the exam. I want to give you an example of what you... And I feel like there's a lot of jokes about this already. I don't have any fresh jokes. I'm just saying they could be a little bit more romantic with it, right? Like, if he whispered one nice thing into my ear, I would have touched my toes. I'm just saying, like, just light a candle or something, right? So he enters me, and when he does, I say, do you know that you're the only man that's been both inside me and my father? Besides Grandpa? Oh my God, it was a weird appointment. Turns out I'm perfectly healthy though. I just have dick sprinkler syndrome, I guess. You know, we should start a club. It's just dick sprinkler. It's rough. It's rough. That's kind of why I hate going to the doctor and I hate like getting blood work, because whenever I get blood work, I always think something's really wrong with me, right? Because I'm feeling awful. So I go to the doctor and the doctor's like, well, you better get blood work. And then the blood work comes back and they're like, you're perfectly fine. Like, no matter how awful you're feeling right now, that's the best you're ever gonna feel. Like, that's a great, you're as healthy as a tired, depressed horse. Like, I don't know if this is good news at all. Like, this is my best? This is what's happening here? There's a lot of things I tell you to do for your health, right? For your happiness. Meditation is a big one, right? I read all the books, everybody says meditation. Find 10 minutes a day to meditate, before bed, after you wake up, whatever. And I feel like masturbation sounds close enough that I'm absolutely crushing it, right? I am so mentally healthy as the saying is. I'm on top of my game. I have a dog that I thought would be like emotionally supportive, right? Got a dog a couple years ago. This will be my best friend. He'll support me. He's not a supportive animal at all. He's not. He's a worthless dog, guys. I don't know if you're animal people, but fuck them. He doesn't, he's not comforting towards me. If I get emotional, he'll just leave the room. If I start to cry, happens maybe once a month, maybe 3-4 times a week, who's keeping track, you know what I mean? But he can be next to me in a comforting position. I'll start to cry, he will get up, look me in the eyes and be like, I'll be back when you're done being a bitch. And then just leave the room. Like, why do I even own you? It's ridiculous. Half hour later, I'm picking up his poop. He's like, I am the bitch. Sure, right? Damn. We have a cat in my household too. You ever realize you're not a dog person or a cat person until after you have a dog and a cat? Yeah. I did that with my kids too. I thought kids were cool, and then I had some. I don't want them anymore. I'm good. They don't take them to the shelter. It's weird. This is crazy with cats. So I don't know if you guys have learned this or heard this fact that cats have learned to meow in a way more so to get humans' attention. Have you guys heard that fact? They've even learned to like kind of mimic babies' cries, is what I've learned in the scientific world, right? But I feel like it doesn't work well for my cat because I just end up shaking my cat a lot. You know what I mean? Shaking cat syndrome, it's a real problem. It's a real problem. All right, get her up here, ladies and gentlemen. Damn, I'm tagging that shit right in here, just so you know. Cat scam. Son of a bitch. The audience member just blew my joke away. That's all. I also have 3 kids, guys. If you're wondering why I look like I'm sad. No. I have a 17-year-old, I have a 12-year-old, almost 13, and I have a 2.5-year-old. Wow, yeah. I love the audience reaction. Yeah, because I'm an idiot, guys. This is a condom commercial, not a set. I'm gonna be honest with you. Use protection. The pull-out method is not okay. Yeah. It's wild, man. It's rough. A 17-year-old and an almost 13-year-old boy, guys. Yeah. So I recently changed all the light bulbs in my house to black lights, so I know where it's safe to sit. You know what I'm saying? It's like a paintball war in there. I don't know what's going on. Jesus Christ. Ridiculous. My 17-year-old is a senior in high school. Dropping him off at high school the other, and he's wearing pajama pants and a hoodie to high school. And all the other kids are wearing pajama pants and hoodies. And they all look like homeless kids that just rolled off an air mattress. It's crazy. And it makes me feel old because when I was younger, like there would be like one kid in high school that dressed that way. And he'd get a lot of shit from everybody all day. It wasn't great. Now everybody's doing that shit, which is cool, be comfortable. But my teenager had the most teenage response for it. He goes, "We're just always ready for eternal slumber, Dad." I'm like, Jesus Christ, bright eyes. Like, How about you be ready for the math test on Friday? Put on some real fucking pants. Can we start there? Can we just do that? Can we do that, please? My 12-year-old, he's always on the computer. He's always on his Roblox or whatever. So a little while ago in the springtime, he kept asking me to go to the park to meet his friend. I'm like, yeah, that sounds awesome. Definitely go to the park, meet your friend. Comes back 2 hours later, shirtless with a shitty tattoo and a pack of cigarettes. I'm like, what happened to the park, buddy? He goes, I went to the park with a fancy name. I went to Emerald Manor Park. That's a trailer park, guys. That's what that is. It's a trick. They slipped in trailer park with town parks and water parks. Yeah. They give them beautifully deceiving names, right? Trailer parks. Emerald Manor Park. There's no emeralds in Emerald Manor Park. There's crystals, maybe, made of meth. You know what I mean? Just stick with the Roblox. I don't care. I have a toddler, and it's rough. I feel like TV helps, guys. I don't know if you know this, but if you just put your toddler in front of a TV, you can do a lot of other stuff. It's pretty sweet. It's really good. My toddler loves the show Miss Rachel. Do any of you guys know the show Miss Rachel? Okay, well, it's a kid's show that's on the YouTube now. It's on Netflix. She's very educational. She sings songs, colors, shapes, numbers. She's a sweet lady, right? My toddler gets sucked into this, and I love when she gets sucked into Miss Rachel because then I can finally get things done around the house. And what I say is what I mean. I'm going to go into the garage and get really high, is what I mean when that means you need that. Sometimes you need that time, right? The problem is when I come back in, I also get sucked into Miss Rachel. You ever do that? Watch, all of a sudden I'm a blue circle. Fuck yes, I'm into this. You know? I get so sucked into it that even after I put my toddler to bed, I'm still watching Miss Rachel. Everything's still on. Like, what's going on here? All right, here's something I need to admit to you, though, guys. Sometimes I masturbate to Miss Rachel. Here's the thing, though. If you time it right, she claps and says, "Good job" when you finish. You know what I mean? That's an ego boost you can rarely get, guys. You guys are an absolutely awesome crowd. You guys are so fucking fun, guys. I get nervous before I do these things. I actually have really bad social anxiety. I know I seem so cool up here, right? But I get real scared. My social anxiety is so bad that I get it even when I'm by myself sometimes. And I know that sounds weird, but I feel like I can give you an example that you can relate to. I'm in my car, right? You're by yourself. You pull up to a red light, and then you do that thing where you randomly decide to look over. And a second later, the person in that car looks over, and it looks like you've been staring at them forever, and then you look back, and you decide you're never gonna look that way again. I hate that fucking feeling, dude. That is the worst. It happened to me earlier today on the way to the show. I glance over, there's a man staring right over at me. Just a quick glance back. I don't like that feeling. Using my peripherals, he's waving and smiling at me. It made me feel very weird. It turns out it was the doctor that gave me the exam. We got a date next Tuesday. So, everything works out in the end, guys. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. I love you guys.